Hello and welcome back to the Arsenal Women's Chat Show, where today the Arsenal ladies are back and of course they are playing in a pre-season friendly against Paris FC. So we're going to, obviously it starts in an hour, starts at 1 o'clock. It's on the Arsenal YouTube. So we will be obviously viewing that first and then going straight into the game when it's on. The lineup has just come out. Arsenal have just released that. Let me get that up for us. Get a screen. And it looks like quite a strong lineup today. We're going to go with obviously Misha in goals. It seems like Daphne Van Domselaar is obviously still out injured at the moment. He obviously had an operation during the summer. I think that was obviously a leg that was obviously operated on. And then of course at the back we're going to go with Holmberg, Leah Williamson, Lotta Wubben-Moy, and obviously Emily Fox. Now, seeing pictures during the week kind of panicked me a little bit with Lotta Wubben-Moy. She has stitches in her eye. I thought maybe she might have been out with this one with concussion protocol, but we obviously don't know what happened there. That was it something that happened in training? But usual Lotta Wubben-Moy, she likes to get herself injured, especially in the head, and then she still plays a match. So that'll be a very, very, very interesting lineup at the back today for those. It's very interesting that obviously I think Smila is starting on the other side, but Hines isn't. Yeah, I don't know how I'm feeling about that one. I did see obviously in yesterday's training video that Arsenal released that Taylor Hines was really well strapped up on the leg, so I don't know if we're just being careful with Taylor there, but hopefully she can go on and get some minutes there. And obviously Steph Catley on the bench as well. Yeah, it's an interesting lineup at the back, so we'll see how that one goes today. And then of course in the middle is a very, very, very strong midfield for me, and this is a midfield I want to see us going into the new season with, and it's Stanway, Little and Mariona. It'll be interesting to see if Mariona is pushed up. Now I think what will happen is Kimmy Little will go into obviously defensive midfielder, which she has done over the past few seasons now, and we'll see. I think Kimmy's tank is running a little bit low now, and I'm preferring Kimmy being in the defensive role, and she can overlook the pitch a whole lot better as a captain this season. And then of course we go up front with Lisa Bam, Olivia Smith and Cherky, which again is very interesting, but Cherky seems like she's banging in the goals. She started off really well with obviously behind the closed doors games, which is interesting. Of course, Alessia Russo has still to come up with the goods, and Stina Blitz-Dennis obviously has a goal in her tank as well. So I think in the second half we'll see them coming on. But previously I would have said that if we would have went out with a less stronger team in the first half, then I wouldn't have been so confident. But I'm confident now that we have a strong bench, a strong starting 11, that no matter what team that Arsenal could put out, it's going to start off pretty good. Paris FC are no mugs. We know they're no mugs. They have done previously really well in Champions League. They were second in the league to PSG last season, second in the league. So they are a really, really good side. They obviously won't be coming here as well to give us an easy ride. So it'll be interesting in that game today. Yeah, happy with that lineup. Of course, we'll maybe see Borba coming on in the second half. It'll be interesting to see how Vinny lines that up. So, well, hello, Catherine. I hope you're well. And hello, Haj. I hope you're well too. It's a friendly. One, it's a friendly. Two, could times be that super sub whether it's for Smela or Ona. I don't know. Like last season, we obviously seen her kind of push Katie out a little bit. It's very interesting that Ona was training yesterday, but is obviously still not on the bench. I know she's picked up a little niggle there, which is interesting. Was that something that was picked up when we signed her, or is it something that's happened after she signed? And it's just we were told that she would probably be back for these games, but I don't know with Taylor Himes. I really hope we utilise her a lot more than what we have been utilising her. I do think she's very important to the team. She can, like when we play Chelsea, she is one that can keep up with Alyssa Thompson in pace. So I do think we can utilise it. But I said this in our podcast on Monday. It'll be very interesting to see how Renee wants to line up in certain games. Because we have the squad for it now. We're not previously. I feel like we've looked at our bench and we went. We know how when those players come on the pitch, we know how it's going to go. We weren't trusting them. So it's very interesting, and it's also very interesting to see that a certain, if I'm doing this right, I can see that a certain Frida Manum isn't on the bench either, which is also interesting. It'd be interesting to know what's going on there with Frida. Is she talking to other clubs at the moment? We don't know. Is she one that Rennie has decided that it's not good enough for the team at the moment? I don't know. 2 academy players on the bench. Do you know anything about them? Let me check who they are. Conway and Taya Hutchins. No, I've not really looked into much of the academy, Catherine, to be honest with you. I don't know. I know obviously we've let a lot of our academy go, like Jessie Gale's away back to she's in Newcastle on loan. We of course let Viv Leah go, which I will get into that a little bit with Viv Leah before the game starts, because I do think that's an interesting one and why we let her go. Maybe Renee doesn't want to give other coaches a clue on what her starting lineup would be. It could be that, Hadge. It could be that, and I want us to be like that going forward now. Like, we have the squad for it. We should be able to turn around and say, you know what, I'm not going to give you any clue of who our starting lineup is going to be going forward. And that makes it interesting as whether before Arsenal had been really, they've been, you can figure out who's Arsenal's starting 11 always going to be. But it seems this season is going to give a few teams a little bit of a head wobble when that starting 11 does come out, and it'll only give them the hour before the match to figure out how they're going to get around it, because they would have prepared all week for a different starting 11, and then Renee comes out with a different starting 11 to what those teams would be expecting, which is good. It's a good thing to now have. It's a power that Arsenal really need to utilise going forward now, and not have the same starting 11 week in, week out, because then players like Kimmy Little can't handle it by the time December comes. She gets injured, and then we're without her, and then the other, like Leah Williamson, can't handle it because her body's getting to the point that too much injuries are affecting her, which again is a very interesting. We've still got a little bit of the window, which will be interesting to see if Arsenal are still working on bringing in another centre back to obviously cope with Katie Reid still coming back, and of course Leah Williamson still kind of nursing injuries that she can't seem to get over with at the moment. So it'll be very interesting to see if we bring in that centre back. But I just want Arsenal to be able to go forward now and be like, you know what, Like, let's not play Mariona every single game like we did last season and we didn't get the best out of her. Let's not play Alessia Russo every game. And I'm not saying that Alessia Russo hasn't been... She's done a job up until now, but I do think Alessia Russo still has another step to take, and she'll only get that if she's rested throughout the season. And we have players that will be able to come in now. We have Stina, we have Selena Serke, we've got even Lisa. Like, Lisa will be able to slot into there and do what she does. So being able to now look at a bench and go, do you know what, we can rest those players. Even if Ona isn't ready for the start of the season, we still have Taylor, and we obviously, at this point, it looks like Renee is going to be able to trust Holmberg on the other side as well, or Fox on the other side. So today it'll be interesting to see where those two will be. Will Smeela be on the right, or will Fox be on the right, or vice versa? It'll be interesting to see how that starts up today. But I'm happy with that lineup. Like, it's a pre-season friendly. I'm not going to get too harsh on how it goes today. It's more engine in the legs. It's minutes, and it's getting us ready for obviously starting against Brighton, which I do think Brighton's going to be a tough one for us. Watching little clips of how they played against Barcelona, they're a very structured team this season by the looks of it. Apparently, in order for Chelsea women to prepare for the UEFA Women's Qualifier, they played the men's youth team, which most teams are now doing. Arsenal did it a couple of seasons ago, and I know from what I've seen on Excel, the academy boys obviously beat them 4-0, I think, which there's going to be men that come forward with that and kind of give it the big ones about, oh, you got beat off, young boys, but I don't think people realise the physicality that men have against women. But at the end of the day, if the women want to be up there against how the men play and whatever, then they're going to have to face this criticism. Unfortunately, it's just the world we live in, that men always like to criticise women and say whatever they want to do. But that's interesting that they obviously that they felt that they had to go up against their academy men before the qualifier, because they're playing Real Sociedad, and I'm not doubting that Real Sociedad is not a good team, but let's face it, we've not heard of that team being, like, not going forward throughout the later stages of Champions League. So how they felt they had to do that before a qualifier is a little bit baffling. But each to their own. I don't really worry about what they're doing behind the scenes. I'm more worried about what Arsenal are doing behind the scenes and how they do in terms of that. I saw that the women won 5-1 and the men won 4-0 because the women didn't want to go into challenges. I seen that as well. I seen that apparently the boys were told don't go in too harsh because they're women. But again, like, it's football. You go up against a man, you should be able to take that tackle. You take that kind of tackle against a woman. But no one that attended the game wanted to post the goal. Yeah. Yeah. Again, I'm going to go back to the whole, I can see the reason why they probably wouldn't want to post that score, because there is men out there that's harsh. It's a sad reality, unfortunately, that you can't post something like that and just have joy out it, but men want to hop on it. Should I join you for the first half and then Ryan? Or Ryan. Catherine, you can join me whenever you want. I'm not first. I'm going to be hopping off on the second halfway through the second half anyway. I'm obviously going to support Mel, who we obviously sponsor her away shirt. So her game kicks off at 2:15. So in the second half, I'm going to be hopping off and going and supporting her for a little bit. So during halfway, sometime during the second half, I'll be away. So that's why I'm kind of hopping on at the moment. This is the way our watch-along is going to go now. We're going to hop on an hour before the game. We're going to do a little bit of analysis on how we think the game's going to go, and then we'll obviously watch the watch-along throughout the full game. LG, the game is going to be shown on Arsenal YouTube at 12:30 UK time, and then I wouldn't want to get injured before a qualifier, essentially. I mean, I wouldn't want any of my players being injured before a qualifier, but then essentially I wouldn't put my team at risk if that's what I was worried about. Yeah, I'm going to support Mel. So I'm going to watch Elgin versus Rossvale. Hopefully they get the win today. So if Mel, you watch this back later on, good luck. We'll be shouting loud and you will give me a couple of minutes. No worries. Thank you very much, Catherine, and I'll let you in when you come on. So yeah, it's how's everybody else feeling about that lineup? As I said, I specifically want to talk a little bit about Viv Leah before we obviously move on to talk about how we feel the game's going to go today. Now, a couple of seasons ago, I would have said yes, that Viv was going to break into the first team of Arsenal. I do think certain loans for Viv Leah has let her down. It's essentially when she went to Southampton, etc. Now, those obviously stunned her growth to then allowing her to come into the first team. Now, I remember when Viv came on against, I think it was Brighton for her very first senior game, and she looked really, really interesting. She looked like she was going to be a proper star for Arsenal. And then, of course, in the season after, Arsenal decides to then let Viv Leah obviously go out on loan. And from then, we didn't really see any progression. It was just loan after loan after loan after loan. And I just kind of think Arsenal this season have went and done really, really good business in terms of bringing in Lisa, Selena, and they still kind of have those academy players that they're still kind of looking at and thinking, right, this is going to be a really good prospect for Arsenal. And then, of course, Frankfurt come in and take Viv Leah from us, which I'm hoping she goes away and does really well. I know when she was at where was she last season? Oh, where was Viv Leah last season? Which is interesting how Arsenal brought her back. Kyra Cooney Cross used to play for them. Anyway, she did really well on loan. She was getting goals, and then Arsenal recall her back, and then allows to obviously sail her on to Frankfurt, which in Germany is a really good team to go to. They're a very physical team, Frankfurt, and she's playing with a lot of obviously German internationals that have really good backgrounds, which I think will benefit her. Now, I do hope in a couple of years' time to come that she possibly may come Hammarby. That's who she's went. That's who she played with before Hammarby. I do think she will go away and maybe do better there. It was maybe time for her to just move on. It seems like that's what's going on with a lot of the academy players at the moment with Arsenal, because we just can't figure out a way to slot them into our team, or Renee just doesn't see that the progression is coming along the way she wants it to come along. So I do think allowing Viv to leave has been the best decision for the player, and it'll be very interesting to see how Michelle slots back into the team this season when she's obviously fully fit to come back from her ACL. I know a few people on X are getting to the point where they're becoming a little bit worried that we're allowing these players to just walk out the door and not think twice about them. But unfortunately, in football, that's the way it goes. Sometimes it works for you, sometimes it doesn't, and you can't hold on to these academy players and stun their growth in football. You just got to let them go. And unfortunately, that's the situation we've had to do with Viv Leah. We've had to let her go, and again, as I said, I just hope in a few seasons to come we would be able to get her back. The good thing is Arsenal's always good at pulling players back that we let go in academy years. Look at Chloe Kelly, look at Taylor Hines. We let them go as very young players, and they went away and did what they had to do, and they've come back and they're back at the Arsenal again. So it's sad. A sad state of affairs in football, but we just have to let them go. So we do. Has anybody else got any thoughts on the game leading into this one? How's everybody feeling? How are we feeling about the girls being back? Are we excited? Are we getting ready for the new season? Yeah. Seconds, folks, I'm just trying to get ready for scoreboards and stuff. Oh, this person joined me. Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Oh, just dandy. Was gonna wake up at 7:15, woke up at 6:40. I obviously knew that there was something big going on today, and I just couldn't contain my sleep anymore. So here I am.
Yeah, joining me. How are you feeling about that lineup?
I'm feeling pretty good about that lineup. I mean, it kind of goes to stand for pretty much every time that they play together. Especially, I mean, it's been very limited exposure, but Lata and Leah seem to clash more than do well together. So that's kind of like my only question mark. But I don't know if we can keep the ball forward and essentially out of the back line. They're both great defenders. They're both great defenders individually, but them playing together, there always seems to be, at least from what I see, there always seems to be like a little bit of a disconnect between the two of them.
I think Lotta plays better with Steph.
Yeah.
Steph seems like she has a lot more communication with Lotta there. So it'll be interesting to see how that one works today. So
do you think that it's because Lata prefers to play on the right than on the left? Because if Steph's playing, Steph's going to be playing at left center back.
Yeah.
Leah's playing, Leah's going to be playing at right center back. So then that leaves Lata to fill in the opposite side of that.
The thing is, hopefully, as I said, we're obviously still in the middle of a transfer window, and I know the centre back is a problem because if Leah can't stay fit, then that's a problem. If Lotta can't stay fit, then that's a problem. If Katie's still not ready, then that's a problem. So I was one at the start of the transfer window that was like, I'm not worried about a centre back. But when George put it into perspective the other day that if any of those get injured, we're only left with a certain amount of centre backs.
We're SOL. That's what we are.
And even then, we don't know how far away Katie Reid is from coming back. It could be still the middle of the season that she's going to come in. So, yeah, I don't think now looking at it, the centre back is a little bit of an issue. And if Lotta and Leah can't communicate properly, then again, it's another issue.
All right, so November 10th was when Katie tore her ACL. So 10 months exactly is going to be September 10th.
Yeah.
And based off of the videos, I mean, I don't think we got as many, progress update videos for Michelle and Katie as we did for Viv, Beth, and Leah. But I think from the very limited updates that Arsenal put out on those two, it almost seemed like Katie was ahead of where Michelle was in getting back to match fitness. I mean, and we know, like, after having a large chunk of our squad go out with ACLs and watching them, like, their different their different dates that they got injured and then their different comebacks, like, everyone heals differently and gets their strength back differently. So Katie and Michelle, I think they did theirs like a week apart, or not a week apart, a month, 2 to 4 weeks apart, I think. So Katie Reid could be back, October. It's 11 months. She might start she might be interesting color choice there. She might go on the on the bench at the end of September, depending on teams and such. But I mean, gonna be honest, I don't want Katie Reid anywhere near the pitch in the opening 4 games that Arsenal have.
I don't want us rushing her back whatsoever. Can you read French? Can you talk French?
Bonjour.
Comment.
Something about the match, please, s'il vous plaît. Where's the match being streamed? I think maybe
it's on the YouTube.
Yeah, the Arsenal YouTube channel will be using two cameras for streaming the game. That's a big thing, guys. This is a massive upgrade. We've been stuck with one on these.
It's not that review top one. Can't stand that review top one. It just, there's a part of like middle part that gets cut off. I don't know. Like, it's so annoying. So it is.
Oh yeah. So all right. So October 28th and November 10th. Those were Michelle and Katie's ACL injuries.
Yeah, which Michelle did when she was in England.
Mm-hmm.
No, Ona hasn't played any pre-season games at the moment. Apparently, she's picked up a little niggle, but she was back in full training yesterday. So hopefully, we will see Ona in the Charlton game, which will be interesting to see if that happens. But I really, if she's injured, I don't want us pulling her back as quick as we want either. Yeah, I'd rather listen. I said it before. I'd rather, if anybody is injured, we take care of them. We let them obviously recover, and then we pull them in. I don't want us to rush any players that are injured back, and it doesn't work out, especially when we've just signed Ona. By the looks of it today, it's either going to be Fox or Smealer on that left-hand side.
I've got an interesting, unrelated to Arsenal, but kind of. What do you think about London City's lineup today / Alexia Putellas getting the armband?
Interesting.
So last week during the London City friendly that they had I forget who they were playing. I think Van den Donk was the lone goal scorer in the first half. It was a 1-0 win to London City. It was a Spain or Portugal team, one of the two. They're currently playing Atletico Madrid. When Alexia came on in like the 77th minute or something, she got given the armband. Van den Donk started with it, and then I don't know if she was still on the pitch by the time Alexia came on, or
Who was
if
their captain last season?
Give me a moment to look. I will say Tim Stillman said, "This is the chaos of Catherine's mind. So sorry, you're gonna have to deal with it. I will get to you back on London City in a second." Tim said, "Understand Chloe Kelly not in the squad due to illness today. Ona Batier has a knock, but expected to be okay for Wednesday night. Frida Monum has a minor muscle strain. Van Dumpselaar continuing to progress after knee surgery earlier this summer." So Ona back on Wednesday. Frida Monum might be a couple weeks before we see her if she's dealing with a minor muscle strain. And then Chloe Kelly, she might be back to fully fit / recovered from illness by Wednesday. Matches. Give me
Again, though, like I seen it as our bench was still pretty strong. That I didn't realise Chloe Kelly wasn't even. That's bad. That
what
is
the
really
heck?
bad. But like previously, I would have looked at our bench and went, "Jesus Christ! Like we really need to do some business," and we have. We've done the business, and it to the point that I didn't even realise that Chloe Kelly wasn't even a.
Oh, this is
That's
stupid. Footmom's
but
not giving me the captain of their lineups, of the London City lineups from last year.
but
I'm gonna go check SofaScore.
can we just talk about Caitlin Ford and Chloe Kelly this season as well? Like,
Wait, is
I do
Caitlin Ford
think,
on the bench?
yes, she is. I do think those two need to have a really big season this season. With the way that Serki and obviously Lisa Bam has come in their pre-season, they look really promising, and I do say that I do think Chloe and Caitlin need to get up to scratch with how those two have come in. Look, I think if it doesn't work out this season with those two, I do really think it's going to end bad with them. I know a lot of people have said that give Chloe Kelly a little bit of trust, but I'm not saying she's a bad player. I just think injuries have really let her down, especially last season, and she didn't really. Where Chloe left off in her loan season, we were expecting her to come in a little bit more stronger the season after.
And then all she did was be injured.
Yeah, and don't get me wrong, like she had. Let me fact check on Chloe Kelly's. I think she had quite a few assists and stuff, but I want to see a little bit more from her, and I want to see a little bit more from Caitlin Ford. I know
28 games last season, 6 goals, 5 assists, three in the Champions League in 8 games. Let's see, but profile, do you have her minutes? You don't have her minutes on here. I think a lot of those games that she played though were off the bench. She played in 28 games. It's just she didn't start them. She didn't play half of the minutes.
Yeah, so it was 28 appearances.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Which actually, like, for her 24-25 season, she played 3 more games in the 25-26 season than she did in the 24-25 season. And that's including the 12 games that she made appearances for Manchester City.
Yeah, I was going to say she was on the bench for most of that through City. So
when is the Arsenal YouTube channel supposed to be going live? Because
12:30 it was supposed to go live at. It's still not live.
no, I'm not seeing it on my end. They don't even have like a, hey, this is a live stream that's going to be starting soon.
Yeah, it's on the website though. Let me just double check that. It's definitely
Make sure
going
my
on
volume's
the YouTube because I put a post the other day saying.
Yeah. That's why I was gonna have it. It was gonna be a hell of a lot easier. I have so many problems with the Arsenal app, trying to get that to actually load.
So
And
when you
oh my
click the
god,
link on the website, it's taking you straight to the Arsenal
YouTube.
YouTube page, and it's saying live tune in from 12:30 p.m.
Well, it's 12:37.
Share my screen.
All right, let's see who was in this lineup. All right,
So this is what it's saying.
they're late.
So,
Okay,
Arsenal.
so I don't know if it's their away kit or if it's their third kit, but Liverpool's non-home kit looks like the Arsenal 2025-2026 third kit.
Liverpool's one.
Yeah. If you go to the Manchester United YouTube channel, the women's YouTube channel, they're doing their live stream for United versus Liverpool preseason friendly.
All right, and it's a blue kit.
Huh?
And it's a blue kit.
No, it's the third kit, the white kit, the collared shirt. Or was it the 24-25 season? Dude, I don't know. There's too many. I think it's collared shirts too. Like it straight up looks like I'm watching Arsenal third kit because they got the red shorts. I think we wore white socks with it. I'm not entirely sure. I don't remember the color of the socks, but see, this is what I'm resorting to for. Oh, London City scored at some point. I don't know who scored, but someone scored. Batgirl scores. Van de Donk scores. She scores again. All I had to do was just scroll up in the comments, and someone was like, "Batgirl." I'm like, "All right, yep." Because Van de Donk did something to her nose. I think she's wearing the lovely mask.
Who?
Do you what?
Who?
Van de Donk.
Which one?
Van de Donk.
What she done? She broken something.
She's got the face mask on.
Batman. Right, come on, Arsenal. Let's get this on the road. You're 9 minutes late at this point. This is not a good look for
the Arsenal are starting to become like Ryan in their timeliness. But
timekeeping is terrible.
Yeah.
So it is. I don't
Match
like
day.
It throws me off when people are late.
Oh, it's Jessie Gale's birthday today.
Yep. Happy birthday to Jessie Gale. Let's talk about her a little bit. About a loan move to Newcastle as well. Like, do we think that's a good move for her, or do we think Arsenal should have kept her this season?
She's a midfielder, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Oh, wait, hold on. They have started. Hold on. I gotta get it up on my TV. Sorry, folks. Arsenal? Or am I gonna have to? There we go. Live now. There we go. I've got it up, folks. It is. They are now currently live on the YouTube channel.
Can I get it?
It's just gone live. Did you refresh?
Yeah. I'm going to completely come out of the YouTube on TV and go on. It has just went live on the Arsenal YouTube. I'm just calling
the game itself starts in 19 minutes now. I wonder if Leanne Sanderson was not ready, or whoever the woman is next to her.
Why can't I seem to get it?
You asked about Jessie Gale, right? That's what I was going to also look up, is what position she plays. I think, especially if she's a midfielder, probably extremely smart to have her go out on loan, considering our midfield depth. Oh no, she's a striker. All right, I was way off on that. Striker left wing as a secondary. She could be an interesting one. I'm not gonna lie. I think I almost have
like to have seen her stay just for the sake of that left wing, especially with the other two that we're talking about. If they don't pull their weight this season,
I mean, all right. So for like transfer window wise, can we recall Jessie Gale at any point in the season, or can it only be during the transfer windows? Like if we wanted to recall her in November, could we?
I think that determines the deal that was struck between them and Newcastle. If there's a deal where it's a season-long deal, then she'll need to stay there season-long, and we can't recall. That's Jerry.
Because what I'm almost thinking is it would require like additional movement around, but I almost think that sending her out on loan. I mean, I would almost think like I would hope that like in the contract that it could be given at the point of like if we need her because of 2 injuries, that we can recall her in January. Because looking at the wingers that we have, like do you think that she would get the time on the pitch, or would she just be sitting on the bench? And it almost is like, could she then be getting more minutes and more playtime and more development at Newcastle than just
like a really
and that
good team
instead of just training with the first team? Like,
I think Newcastle. I think are going to Newcastle this season is a really good team because they're going to be pushing for the promotion this season. So I think that is a really strong team for her to go to learn anything. I do think I agree with you that she wouldn't have got as much game time as we would have liked to see her get at Arsenal, but I do worry that that's another one that we're going to let walk out the door and not even, and we haven't even tested in how she would be in the first team. So, and this is the thing with these young players, that they're getting frustrated that they're not getting the time in the first team. They're not even getting a look in, which is understandable because Arsenal want to go ahead and win things, and they've had to go and do business to be able to get these things that they want to win. And unfortunately, our academy then gets affected by it. Now, I don't know if the rule still is that you have to have certain number of homegrown players on your team registered.
Probably. But like, I mean, if you think about it though, we've got Leah and Lotta, who have been Arsenal through and through. We now have Georgia. We have Chloe Kelly, Taylor Hines, maybe.
I'm meaning that they have to be they had to be coming up through the academy. Georgia
Leah
wasn't that.
Lassa, Chloe,
And
Taylor.
Yeah, so I don't know if that's still a rule. I know 2 seasons ago that there was a rule that you had to have certain amount of homegrown players in your team.
And then I don't know if they fully registered them or not, but then you have those 4 that are part of, essentially, we could say, the starting 11. And then you got to throw Michelle and Katie in there as well.
Well, you think Amy Lindard has been registered into the first team.
Goalkeeper?
Yeah, so that's another homegrown player that. So I don't, as I says, I don't know if that's still a rule. I would need to look that up. So that'll be interesting. But again, you're still looking at these players that we're letting go, and you're thinking. A few seasons ago, we were looking at these players and thinking these are really good young prospects, and now we've just watched one of the best ones walk out the door.
This is going to be an extremely bad way to say it. Because Arsenal are always sitting in that top, 3 spots, four on a bad season, a injury-prone season. I think if Arsenal were sitting 6, 7, 8, 9, then we would have been giving the academy a lot more time on the pitch. Because I think if we can show, hey, we have a good academy, we're bringing them in. Okay, well, I think if you had if Michelle Ajiman was playing for Brighton and came up through the Brighton academy, and she was doing extremely well, which she was when she was on loan there. She might not have been the starter, but when she was coming on, she was making an impact.
Mm-hmm.
That just increases her value. Brighton could then go on and sell her, and then bring in a player with the money that they just got from her to then help get them up another position, and then up another position, and then get them fighting. Like, this is where I think being one of the best teams in Europe actually hinders the academy, because Arsenal are financially stable enough to not have to be relying on the academy to fill out their squad season in, season out.
The thing is, though, but like the previous loan deals that, i.e., Viv, even like, we just.
I almost wonder if
Like the loan
a
deals
player
with
goes out on loan in England, whether it's to another WSL team or to a WSL2 team. If the player goes out to a team in England, then Arsenal want to keep them for future. If they go out on loan outside of England, Arsenal are doing that to more or less get rid of them.
Like, another good example is Freya Godfrey. Like, she went out on loan, was doing really well, and then Arsenal let her go. Like, it was another young prospect, and now you would
Freya Godfrey helped London City get promoted. Stayed at London City, and now she's playing with arguably the best female athlete, women's soccer player.
But I do think, again, that another thing that's going to hinder a player like herself, but I do think Arsenal should have done better to get her out really early on, and then have her make an impact elsewhere. Maybe, I don't know, maybe these academy players aren't picking up as quick as Arsenal would like them to pick up. They're just kind of like, oh, I've been put out to this team, and I'm still kind of under Arsenal and hoping.
Because Freya plays out on the left, doesn't she?
Yes.
I think if she was not, if she, because I think part of it was also the player wanting to stay at London City.
Mm-hmm.
I think that Freya Godfrey could have gotten some insane minutes last season.
But then again, where in that team now would you see Freya Godfrey fitting in with the players that they've just signed?
I think if we didn't sell her at the end of her loan, I mean, we brought her in the same, if we brought her back in the same season in which we brought in Olivia Smith, I think we could have rotated a lot more with Olivia Smith and probably not been as frustrated with the sub that was coming on for Olivia Smith. And then we wouldn't have, I don't think we would have been as pigeonholed. And I hate to say it, if Freya Godfrey was doing well on the left wing, or I mean, if she's able to play on the right as well, because guess what? That was a massive hole last season. I don't think we would have brought in one of the wingers that we did this season.
Yeah.
I think we would have. I think we actually would have gotten rid of Caitlin Ford in this window if Freya Godfrey had done well in Olivia Smith's first season. Yeah, which was last season, right? Yeah, dude, I don't know.
Yeah.
Time is so weird right now. But I think if she had done well, whether that was coming in off of the bench or starting some of these games where we could clearly see Olivia Smith is kind of injured and kind of tired looking. Why don't we rest her? Well, we can't, because we can't rely on the person that would be replacing her.
Yeah.
And
it'll be interesting this season to see if Olivia Smith gets more than 60 minutes.
I don't think that she would need to. I don't think I think we'll see the center back pairing. They'll always get 90 minutes.
Yeah.
Mariona will probably be getting a lot of 90-minute games.
Which I don't want. I don't want that this season. I want to see her being rested.
All right. So let's actually go through this realistically. So the center back pairing and Georgia Stanley are going to probably be the most consistent 90-minute games. I think Kim Little will be thrown up there for a few 90-minute games, but I mean, it's been talked about on the podcast. This could very well be Kim Little's last season. And even if she still has another season after this, you need to start putting in a player that can then gel well with Mariona and Georgia. And if Mariona's contract is up at the end of the season, which I think it is, then someone that can play well and step into in the midfield with Georgia Stanway outside of. I mean, if it's Cairo it was strongly said that Cairo was going to be the Kim Little replacement, and then it was like Cairo can't really play as that deep back, but
I think Kyra was going to be Kim Little's replacement when Kim Little was further up the pitch, not where Kim Little played. So
I mean, you kind of think about it like Kim Little. Sorry, not Kim Little. Kyra from Mariona at this point, and then does that mean that George is going to be fully dropping back to the Kim Little? I mean, I don't really want to see the full-on double pivot that we saw last season, mostly because Mariona was the one that was sitting that deep, and she does not play well. Like you go back to the insane Ballon d'Or run that Mariona had in her first season with Arsenal. And then I think because we didn't really get any midfield options in that summer window, which I think it also kind of goes back to, I think, Renee not really knowing, do I have a long-term contract?
Yeah. And now
like
that contract's settled, it's a case of how she wants to work, and this season has been proved. She wants players, and she will get them if she wants them. So,
because honestly, did we really need to bring in another number one keeper or another number 1/2 keeper for their national team? Did we really need to do that? No. Was it smart? Heck yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Especially a signing as such as Misha. Like, I do think she's a very strong character. We've seen that in the national and in our national time and at Madrid, that she's a very, very strong character, and that's a very strong character that you need in your in your dressing room.
Mm-hmm.
She's clearly come in and she's really settled. She looks really settled, and what you
Mm-hmm.
you want that in a player. You don't want a player coming in and feeling like they're not settled whatsoever. Of course,
All right, so I think today will be an interesting one. I mean, because it's a friendly, I'm pretty sure that you can rotate out absolutely everyone on the pitch. You aren't restricted to the 5 subs, and I think we'll see goalkeeper substitutions either every 30 minutes, so that way
yeah,
all 3 are playing today, or we'll see Misa and then Borba in the second half.
yeah.
Um, and I think it's between today, which I think is going to be a lot more of a competitive game than Wednesday's game.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a very big
Paris
could
FC
be
are not up.
could be a deciding factor for like who is going to be the starting goalkeeper
Yeah,
at the beginning of the season.
yeah. Obviously, we know Daffy, and I don't think he'll be ready before the start of the season. But um,
Again, at this point, do we need to rush her back?
No, they're not going to be rushing her back.
I mean,
Let's face it,
I
we
don't.
know Misha's not coming here to be a third goalkeeper. Not a chance is she coming to Arsenal to be a third choice goalkeeper. She's come to Arsenal to fight for either that number 1 jersey or the number 2 jersey with a constant playing time.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I think it's going to be.
Again, I won't brush aside because this is the first year that I have actually looked at Arsenal's goalkeepers and said, holy shit. Like
you can actually say right now, holy shit, I don't care if Daphne and Borba are injured because we have Misa. I don't care if Borba and Misa are injured because we have Daphne. I mean, even from the very little like summaries, it doesn't seem like Dam is that far off the knock. I mean, still extremely young and learning, but it's not a bad fourth choice.
Yeah. I'm
Could
not
be
I'm not
worse.
worried about goalkeepers this season. God, for seasons on seasons I watched the train with goals, so I'm not worried.
Dude, speaking of the tree, I don't know if she played yesterday for Dortmund, but Dortmund won their game yesterday 3-1. Alexandra Pop had a brace. Her first goal, she just came like the cross came in and she wasn't even in the frame of the why can't I speak right now? She wasn't even in the frame. And then all of a sudden, the cross comes in. She's not in frame. And you just see someone flying. And it was an insane header of a goal. Like, I don't think the defender was expecting her to come flying in because, like, she came out of nowhere and was essentially coming up from behind them. You know, like the whole like Ronaldo jumping challenge, and his that was essentially what she did, just completely jumping over absolutely everyone.
She could probably do that. I'm not liking this, Leah Williamson. You have your shirt untucked.
She had her shirt on in the preseason pictures. She had her shirt untucked. I wonder if Adidas decided to like take off a couple inches off the bottom of the jersey so that way if it did get tucked in by a certain Leah Williamson, it would keep on untucking itself as she's doing things, and then she'd constantly have to be putting it back in. Oh, Lottie's got hers tucked in, so like
I do think the shirts were a lot shorter this season. When I went and get mine, I was like, oh, this is a bit.
I haven't placed my order yet, but one, I think I'm going to be getting all 3, and 2, the away. I am most I love the away kit this season, but I think the collar would drive me nuts way too much, and it would just get added to the wall. So it's like, do I really want to spend the money from the Arsenal website? Poor pass there, Leah.
And we're kicked off.
Like, do I really want to spend that much money from the Arsenal website to get a jersey that I probably won't be wearing because the collar drives me nuts too much?
You've got tariffs, haven't you? So it's a bit expensive.
No, because the Arsenal said that they'd be covering the tariffs. Which,
Okay.
again, mind you, 2 weeks out, not even. I think it was less than a week after I placed my first order last year. Arsenal came out with tariff-free shipping. And mind you, I did not know how much I paid in tariffs until after I was looking at the receipt and realized how much I actually paid. And I think I was a player customized jersey with no patches is how much I paid in tariffs. So no
Yeah.
WSL patch, no Club World Cup patch, no Champions League patch. But the name and number was on the back. That's how much I paid in tariffs, guys. But they've also like I believe the Supreme Court also ruled that if the tariffs were essentially illegal to do. And not that the consumers would be getting anything that they paid on the tariffs back. It's all going back to the corporations. So again, lining the pockets of the rich. But
as usual, you always
yeah,
line the
which
pockets of the
which
rich.
I mean, as the customers, we paid for the tariffs, which lined the pockets of the rich. And now that the U.S. government is having to repay for the what they charged off of the tariffs, it's going to the companies, not the customers. And there is an easy way to do this. Like, yeah, it's not going to be an easy like one for one. Like, oh, I had paid $2,000 in tariffs, and my mom only paid $200 in tariffs. Like, it's not going to be that one for one, but you do it as part of the tax return, and
Yeah.
kind of like, I mean, they did this whole thing for COVID with the stimulus check. Like, you got, it wasn't a lie. I think it was like $2,000 or $3,000 that you got on your tax return.
Nice.
So I don't know. You could do it that way. And I mean, yeah, you'll get people complaining. It'd be like, well, I bought all my stuff from overseas and I paid $2,000 in tariffs, and I'm only getting a $200 check. You know what? That's $200 more than what you would have gotten. So, Manchester City have spent another 100 million euros
On
on the Morocco midfielder. It's a 5-year contract.
all right.
Yeah. There's nothing fishy going on there.
Definitely
Saw
not.
something related to the UAE being upset about if the 115 actually, if they get found guilty there.
Yeah. No fiddling the books there at all, is there?
Mm-mm.
So there's hello, mum. 2 seconds, Catherine. My mum just come in. Oh, 2 seconds, right?
Hi, where's mom? Oh, jeez, sorry.
She's going to be dropping us off at Mel's game, so 2 seconds, right?
All right. Oh, jeez, who got stepped on? Was that Olivia? All right, replay. Kim plays a nice pass into Lisa. Lisa cuts back the cross. Smila, oh, defender clears it off the line, but that could have very well been Smila's goal. Ricochets back out into play, but Paris essentially drive it back, and Olivia Smith puts it past the goal line, out for a goal kick. Good coverage there for Lato. Misa boots it up the pitch. Oh, Mariona runs onto it. Cut back. Hits Harris. Oh, Lisa wins the tackle there, gets the ball, but no one there to help clean it up. To maintain possession, folks. Ooh. Put some pressure on their keeper just by trying to chase the ball down. Oh, Lotta gets a straggler holding onto her arm, and the straggler kind of falls to the floor. Oh, Mariona out to Smila, who was calling for the ball. Smila crosses in, no one's there. Goes out as far as Leah. I think the only person that's in our half right now is Misa. Georgia out to Smila. Back to Georgia. Going backwards to Leah. Just playing some triangles right now, folks.
Doing started off really well.
Go on. Oh.
It's Catherine. We seem like we're really in their half, and the only one that seems in their half is Misha.
Mm-hmm.
I like how
we're playing some good. It looks like we have some good vision to. What is Emily Fox doing over on the left right now? I think Smila. I think we have Emily Fox on at the left side, and Smila's on the right.
Yeah.
Go on. Cut back. Go on. Someone get on the end of it. No.
Yeah, Smila.
It almost seems like every time that we lose the ball, we get the ball right back because Paris has 6 players behind the ball, really. Like, they've got 3 players that are pretty much just chilling at the top of the 18. And they've got like another 2, if not 3, maybe 4 more that are like within 3 feet of it, which is like a meter. So it's like there's some Lotta's in our half. She's probably pushing forward now.
Yeah. It looks like Kimmy's going to be the defensive midfielder there. Yeah, they're perfect.
A single pivot?
Yeah, single pivot.
Oh, thank God. I mean, it's probably going to be changing on games. Pairs have the ball. They're going for a breakaway. As they get a cross in, Lotta gets the ball, chests it down to I don't know who goes back to Misa. I mean, really certain games. I think certain games will call for a double pivot, but every single game does not require one. And
no, definitely not.
I think with the type of player that Georgia is, it actually allows us to, I think, essentially stack up our midfielders and have a CDM, a cam, or a CDM, a midfielder, and then a cam. Like, that actually is something that we're allowed to do now.
More box to box, which I think
she's the Declan Rice.
Yeah. Oh, lovely ball in behind there. Serki's onto that. Oh, and it's went out for a corner.
I'm trying so hard to remember every player's numbers and get an idea of like how they have their socks and what their boots look like, because again, too many blondes all wearing their hair in similar fashions. Very hard to try and distinguish. And honestly, with the camera being super far away right now, I can't read numbers. Also, I know, I mean, Lots is pretty easy to pick out because she's got the head wrapping. Mariona's pretty easy to pick out because of the way she runs.
Punched away by Paris FC's goalkeeper, but
Lisa, cut back. Oh, Mariona, so close. Olivia Smith is 11 now. Oh, Georgia called for it and settled the ball. Yeah, Mariona.
She let it pass her.
Yeah.
Oh, Georgia.
Yeah. It's like Georgia's touch was just a little bit too heavy when it came into her, but I don't think it was sitting anywhere close to.
I think it came at her with such speed that she wasn't expecting that.
A little bit too much speed, and I think there was just a little bit of height on it that she wasn't expecting. All right, so Cherokee does not like to wear tall socks, like, at all. She's got part of her shin guard sticking out.
Yeah, she's wearing small shin guards, isn't she?
I don't know if they're small, like Tobin Heath small, but she's wearing her socks like Tobin Heath, who, mind you, got a retirement ceremony last night for Portland.
Has she not been retired for about 3 years?
Well, she was injured for a large, like I think she went from Arsenal to
That's
Seattle,
great. A lot of
and
women
then
boys did really well to recover there.
she was injured. I think her last game was like a year
That's
ago,
not on the
a year and a
break.
half ago. But she
Good.
signed a 1-day contract to officially retire as a Portland Thorn.
Oh, nice. Even though she's probably been getting paid for about 2 years, an injury. Was she on
Yeah,
the
I'm
books?
gonna probably not for this season. Tobin, he seriously, Footmob doesn't have her anymore. Oh, what? Search.
Doesn't have Tobin Heath.
Yeah, Tobin Heath. Yeah, so her last game. Oh no, let's see, career. I'll count. Yeah, they've got this. She went from Arsenal to Seattle Reign in 2022, and she hasn't played since 2022. I think she was on the books for 22 and 23, but then just was injured.
Yeah. That was when she went back from Arsenal, wasn't it?
Yeah. Cut back car. Oh. Paris defender team coming in.
You're a little bit ahead of me.
Which is
Lovely
weird considering it's
for circuit to get on. Oh, Jesus Christ.
the way that is Cersei. I'm just gonna call her Cersei because that's the way that my brain is thinking right now. Yeah, she completely bodied through, was it 2 or 3 defenders to get the ball, and then
just
cross
unlucky.
in, punch out, head out.
Who's on set pieces?
I think I actually couldn't tell.
Can't see in that corner.
Orange boots. That's all I can tell you. I
So
think they were, but
I think it's not Georgia.
Spila's out on the left now. I think we could see a lot of that this season if Spila and Fox are on the pitch together. Could see them flipping sides throughout the game.
It was Lisa that was confused. It was Lisa that was taking the corner there.
So not orange boots.
That was Lisa. United update. Why is there a United fan following me on Twitter?
You're asking the wrong person.
I'm not even going to follow them back because I don't follow other teams back. That's like me following a Rangers fan back. No, thank you.
I think, all right, so Erling Haaland shaved his head.
Yeah, I've seen it.
I feel like he had something that was like, I'm not going to cut my hair until the charges drop.
Oh, yes. For work. Oh, sorry.
Erling Haaland FaceTimed Pep, and it looks like Pep is still in his bed.
Why would you FaceTime Pep, though? What's Pep got to do with him now?
I don't know.
That's very odd, isn't it?
But you know what? We have no more no more Barbie confusions.
No more what?
Barbie confusions, especially when City had some sort of pink something in another. All right, I just sent you the highlight. Shit, what is it? The goal clips from the Dortmund game on X.
I'll have a look at them at half time. I don't know how much of the second half I'm going to get watching because Mel's game's at 2:15, so
could make it easy and just end it at halftime. do a little debrief and just end this one at halftime.
I need to be off for about 2:00.
Let's see. Live score tweeted out 5 hours ago. Spurs have lost
Oh,
31 more league games than Arsenal in just 2 years. They have 40 losses. Arsenal have 9.
Lisa and Smeela seem to be linking up really well.
Mm-hmm.
Two very pacey wingers, like two very pacey young players on that right hand side. That could be very dangerous. My mum can't watch football. She gets nice recovery, Leah.
See, what I've been noticing is that every time that Paris get the ball and actually retain possession of the ball, it's when they get inside the box that they don't know what to do with anything.
Yeah. They're getting in the box, but they're just not creating anything. And here comes Emily Fox cut into the middle, but it's just surpassed Cirque. Get back to the Paris FC goalkeeper. No, Nanny's in. Our Nanny's in. She's not seen her Nanny in ages.
The saga of Emmy Martinez continues on. He is not even on the bench today.
Oh, is it? I thought he was going to Juve. I thought he was going to Juventus.
I don't think that was a done deal.
Yeah, I thought he was going to Juventus. Because Aston Villa signed another goalkeeper, did they not?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, he's still put down on FootMob as a Villa player, which this frustrates me. Like FootMob, they update the men's clubs like almost instantaneously.
But they haven't even updated owner.
No, but like I think if you were to search Ona, she would show up as a Arsenal. Let's see, Ona. Oh no, they haven't updated Ona, but I think they've updated Lisa. Yeah, they've updated Lisa.
They only updated the other day for Cirque.
I wonder if it's when they played as soon as they've played a game, but like, oh, I bet you they've already changed Buhati to City, or they will when they get the pictures of him.
Holly, it's on the Arsenal YouTube. You'll find it on there. Mariona looks so much more refreshed. Can already tell where pace. She's tracking back so much better, which we've never seen. You're very welcome, Holly. So much better. And again, Arsenal seem to have more players in Paris FC's half than they do in their own.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Olivia Smith's foot got caught there and it's went out for a throw into Paris FC.
It's the second time that's happened.
So weird seeing Georgia Stanley at Arsenal.
Hasn't settled in yet?
Yeah, no, it hasn't.
Let's see.
I'm getting Celtic updates as well.
How are they doing?
It's still nothing each at the moment. Like Celtic women, their season's already started, so they won their first game against Glasgow City. They beat them 2-1.
Nice.
Hi. What are you looking at? You're just happy you're sitting next to Nanny. Are you going with your Arsenal top too? I'm not going with my Arsenal top. I'll take it off. Need to get an Elgin top. You would think since we were our sponsors now that we would get an Elgin top off her, you know?
Yeah,
Terrible, isn't it?
Yeah, she thinks she calls and thinks, can I have your top?
Do you think we should go to Mel's Elgin game and put up a sign saying, Mel, can I have your top, please?
I dare you to. I dare you to.
Give her a tap, yes.
No, she would kick us out. She would like, go home.
She would look at it, roll her eyes, and then just continue walking away, pretending that she never saw it.
She'd kick us out.
Having never met Mel, but seeing her on the podcast a couple times, that's just all she gives out is just the you're embarrassing me and I'm going to pretend I didn't see you. But also thanks for the support, love you.
Yeah, it's on the YouTube channel, Arsenal YouTube channel. Still nothing each.
Which I honestly don't like. I don't think that there have even been like that many shots. I think it's just been more about control. There have been like a lot of crosses, or I think there's only been one shot that's actually forced the keeper into a save. The rest of it just seems like blocked shots. Oh, there was the Smila chance in like the opening 5 minutes. Defender had cleared it off the line.
Are you that confident, LG, that we should give her the Ballon d'Or now? She is impressive. I must say that.
I think if anything, she could be put forth as the young player. Go on.
Yeah.
Oh.
But then
Cross
again,
into the box. We've got a player down in the box. Leo's just
I
continuing to play it on as she sees the player down in the box. I think it's Smila that's down.
Yeah, is it Smila that's down?
Yeah, and then Paris trying to play it out wide and it ends up going out for a throw-in for Arsenal. Yeah, Smila's injured. Ah!
No. Hopefully she can shake it off.
She looks like she's in some pain.
Her knee.
Yeah. I think the Crystal Palace dude did his ACL yesterday.
Who did her ACL?
The Crystal Palace defender.
Oh, men.
Yeah.
That's all you hear at the moment is ACL, isn't it? Like, it's why is it still not doing research on it?
I think they are. It's just very slow going. There's a still of his there's a still of his knee, and his kneecap is not where it should be. It's kind of he did something to his knee, but you know who they brought on?
Who?
Tomiyasu.
I forget he
There's Jody, Ian, and Claire sitting apart like it's COVID times. Home and away directors. Like it looks. And all right, so I don't know if they're
right. It's like I want to be as far away as possible from her, and maybe he's giving her some tactics to sign a few more people. She's done not. Let's give her a flowers this season. She's done not too bad.
I almost wonder if like part of that is also like Jodie Taylor being that much more involved with the transfers and everything.
Yeah.
All right, give me 2 minutes. I need more coffee.
It seems like Smila's up. She's all right. So it does. And she's going to. Yeah, it looks like she's going to play on. She's all right. Vinny's giving us some instructions. Go on, Lisa. Take her on. Corner to Arsenal. Arsenal tried to take that one quick there, but no one was ready for it. Oh, in the hands of the Paris FC goalkeeper. These are quite comfortable, Mum, actually. Sometimes you get some and they don't. They're not as comfortable. Getting 5 minutes to myself while little man's asleep. Oh. That's terrible that you've left my little man alone. Terrible. Yaz, she's left Ryder on his own. Get him up and get his Arsenal top on him and tell him to start shouting for the woman.
You're lucky, channel.
Tell him to start shouting to his dad. Arsenal. 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 Oh, a lovely ball from Lisa, straight to Toddler Stanley. Oh, Toddler Stanley just clips it past the post. Oh. That was lovely pulled up in the midfield there. Just needed someone coming in at that back post to get that shot away. Nice link-up play between Lisa Bam, Serki and Toddler Stanley there.
Oh, good block there.
Mm-hmm.
Paris is calling for a handball. So I think the way that Paris are playing right now, essentially an extremely low block. I think that's what we're going to end up seeing from a lot of teams this season when playing us. And we need to find a way to actually break through it.
Yeah. Arsenal are finding ways, they're just not putting shots away.
Do you think that we would see them putting shots away if Russo or Stino were on the pitch? Or at least one of them with a little bit more height. I mean, I don't think our front three right now have all that much height. I know Olivia Smith doesn't.
Yeah, I don't know. Obviously, I would need to wait to see in person how tall Lisa and Selena are.
I think Lisa is tall, but if she's the one that's crossing the ball in, hard for her to get on the end of it. See, Lisa is no, she's not. They don't have her height listed. Let's see, how tall is?
I do think Selena, Smila, and Lisa will be a good link up.
Mm-hmm. All right,
Yeah.
so Lisa is listed at
Good link up.
5'7".
Olivia Smith is taking it on here. Actually going to get it into the box. Oh, she's done well to manage to keep the ball and get the throw in. Is this going to be where Emily Fox is going to play now on the left? She plays there for the USA, did you know?
No, she plays on the right.
Does she? Oh, lovely turn.
I wonder if it's because Smila is not comfortable or plays well on the left. Stupid mistake there. Between Mariona and Fox. Emily can play on the left. I don't think it's her preferred or her strongest. But I almost don't think that Smila can play on the left. And then
That would really sell
So
it from
it's
Paris FC there. If I will throw.
and with Taylor not starting. Go on. Oh, good save from the keeper, but frustrating. Yeah. All right. So
Oh, Jesus Christ.
all right. So Zelina
Yeah,
is 171
something
centimeters.
about Selena. Turkey's not going to be scared to take a shot from anywhere outside that box.
All right. So she's 171 centimeters. Lisa's 170. Alessia Russo's 175.
So let's say Russo's taller than the both of them.
And then Olivia Smith is
5.3.
our short stack, speedy short stack. Yeah, she's 163. She's as tall as me.
Oh, Kim, you need to do better to control that there. Took far too long in that ball. Right, Arsenal, let's get a goal before half time. Nice to see Emily Fox cutting back in rather than just staying out.
Out wide, we've got Mariona playing as on the right side right now. A little give and go between Kim and Mariona. Go on, little stupid pass there, Mariona. You could see the three Paris players around her. She couldn't.
Yeah, Paris.
All right,
I
know it was you had asked about it briefly, and it was when I was getting ready to get into the background about where Michelle could be playing when she comes back to match fitness. I know that we gave Stina a new contract, and I don't know when that runs out, but I can see Stina. Do you know when that contract runs out? Is it at the end of the season or the end of next?
I think it's the end of next season. Corner to Arsenal. Mila did really well there to get that corner from Paris FC.
Well, I mean, not that we need to, but if Russo were to drop back and not play striker, then and Stina were to start, then Michelle would be the one to come on for her. I don't know. There's just so much that's going on. I hope beyond hope that we aren't going to be selling
The
Michelle.
flick on from Leah. Oh!
Yeah.
Paris FC did really well to defend that there. That was a nice flick on from Leah. Again, though, but is it going to be a case of Michelle being frustrated in the terms of minutes that she gets? We were talking about this when we were in Lyon, but we do think that Michelle needs to go back out on loan.
Because I don't think she started much for Brighton. I think she was coming on in like the 80th minute, 70th minute. I think 70th minute if she was lucky.
Yeah.
Sloppy.
If she could go to a team where she can get the really long minutes, then like starting, then
Yeah.
I think she'll benefit from that. That was sloppy from Mariona there.
Yeah, nothing comes of it. I mean, they get in the box, but Arsenal close them down quite quickly.
Yeah, Mariona comes in to help Emily Fox there close that out, which I do think Mariona should have done in the first place. She was the one that lost it.
Offside. I mean, shot was wide, but kind of seems like at this point, if Paris are going to be getting a goal, it's going to be a shot and a prayer.
Yeah. You want to come on 2 seconds to jump to the...
Hello.
Wow. Wow. Laura, you've changed.
unfortunately hit with the frying pan on the way in. Oh, I'm not even watching the game today, so I don't even know what's happening.
Not a lot of shots, a lot of passing. I mean, they don't. No, well, actually, I'm going to check SofaScore.
Says,
Where is it? Live. Here we go. Not the all SofaScore has. Yeah, it's not updated because there's says that there's only been one corner in this game, but there's been more than one corner. Yeah, no one's really doing anything well with this right now, stats wise. I'm gonna check live score because I would like to know how many passes have been attempted and completed because I think it's a whole bunch.
to be fair, I did anyway. It's all about managing the legs. The result doesn't matter. So
Yeah,
I
think it's all right. Smila crossing. Oh, the one on the end of it.
Right, you see, but
2 seconds to fix myself. If Lisa could have got that out from under her feet, she could have had a chance at a shot there.
Yeah, it's going through. Oh, go on. Oh, Cam.
Oh. Smith is very quiet compared to him. Yeah.
I mean, it just seems like we're playing more up the right than up the left. Like between Smila and Mariona goes just high. Between Smila and Lisa connecting on the right, and then throwing in the mix of Mariona who's drifting out right. That seems to be where all we're going.
Yeah. It seems like we want Charo coming down that right-hand side more than the left, so I think that's why, obviously, Olivia Smith has been a little bit quiet. Maybe she still hasn't figured that side out yet, because...
I mean, Olivia Smith also isn't used to playing with Emily Fox behind her.
Maybe
doing overlaps.
Maybe because Fox and Olivia Smith won't be playing together as much as they... But we don't know at the start of the season. It might have to be, but we just have to get used to maybe coming down in that link up, and that link up isn't there yet. Take her on, Smila. Take her on.
Oh, why did you pause?
Out for a throw in.
Mariona back to Leah. Lato's our deepest lying defender right now, and she's standing in the Paris half.
The thing is, like, we're finding the spaces, we're just not taking the chances.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be interesting to see how that changes with Alyssa Rousseau and Stina possibly coming on.
That was a good tackle from Georgia. Bit surprised. I mean, it was a foul, but like, no card.
And that's what you're going to get from Georgia Stanley. Did the Paris FC player just kick her? I think the Paris FC player just kicked her.
Pressure.
The Paris FC goalkeeper hasn't really been tested. Yeah,
And no one's been tested. The only players that have been tested are the outfield players.
Either.
There was a defender that made a goal line save from a Smila shot. And I think that defender has more saves than the Paris keeper.
The thing is, like, people got to realise is Paris FC are no mugs. I said this at the start of the stream, like, they're no mugs. They don't get into the later stages of Champions League for no reason. They're a very good defensively. like good team.
Can
Like
I swear? Are we keeping this PG?
no, you can swear.
I mean, for fuck's sake, they knocked us out a couple of years ago in the Champions League qualifiers.
Yeah,
The 2023-24 season.
yeah. So they are a good team, and I think they pushed. They did push Paris FC last season, so
You mean
I'm happy.
PSG?
I'm happy that we're able to get the experience in this stage, rather than facing a team like this later on.
I think
Lovely
I
goals
had
for the Church of Mariona.
ooh. This was my coffee brewing thought. Add in a little bit more physicality, and this is what we'll be facing on match day 1. I think how Paris and Brighton play is going to be similar enough for this to kind of be a match day 1.
Georgia being spoke to again.
I think that was more of a foul on Georgia rather than her fouling someone.
Oh, number
No,
three.
never mind.
It's
No,
a
never
fucking
mind.
pre-season friendly, love. You're asking for a kid like she snapped your ankle. Calm down.
No, yeah, that was a foul from Georgia.
But number three's over going like that to the ref. Get your cut. It's a fucking friendly. Calm down.
I mean, but also she should have been getting a card then, because you aren't supposed to do this to the ref. This is a card offense. I mean, LG, it's a friendly. Like, we don't need to be overplaying players, and also we as the fans also want to be seeing what are the 12 new signings that we have. What can they bring to us? I mean, yeah, I know it's not 12, but still.
I mean, I've not been disappointed by Serki in this game whatsoever. She's finding space. She's getting shots off. We're just not hitting the target, which we would like to see. And that'll come.
I think what's been happening more is we get the ball and we go to take the shot off, but because Paris have 4, 5, 6 players all within like 2 feet of each other in the box, that they just collapse around her and it's a blocked shot.
The Paris are defensively good. Oh, that was a bit of a dodgy.
Oh, ref almost. Go on, Kim. Go on, Kim. Go on, Kim. Oh, just rip one off. Oh, Emily Fox is out wide right. Smila. Oh, just too high. That was a wicked curler, though.
Should have been passed earlier. That should have been passed earlier. Oh.
Kimmy Little should have just taken a shot.
Yeah, or it should have been passed earlier to Emily.
Oh, but Smila put just a little bit too much sauce on that. But God, that curl. Oof.
It did too late for her. So it did.
Mm-hmm.
It was dipping, but it dipped too late. If she would have been further back, I think.
Would have had a much higher chance.
Yeah.
Hold on.
I really don't know how Arsenal are playing. At one minute, Kimmy Little's in defensive midfielder. The next minute, she's halfway up the pitch and in front of goal. Lisa's on the left at one point and then back in the right. Emily Fox and Smealer are linking up at one point. Like, what are we playing?
We're playing chaos.
Yeah,
and we need to play settled. We've got Emily Fox and Smila switching sides, but then also playing on the same side at the same time.
Yeah.
With Lisa nowhere in sight, which makes me think that then she's dropping back to the left back.
Keep her closed down, Serki. Don't let her get a shot off.
Oh, Leah. Paris are on the break. Go on. Lotta and Spieler are back covering. One too many passes there. Oh, Misa gets her hands to it, keeps it from going out for a goal kick or a corner, keeping it in play.
And it's half time. Well done,
Yep.
Misa.
Yep.
And it's half time.
Lotta has taken her headband down, but still has the bandage. It seems like it's just glued to her head. I really can. Also, can we just take a minute to say congratulations to Lassa on her nuptials that just like flew completely under the radar of absolutely everyone. But Arsenal put it out there in an article or something like, and summer was spent. Lassa got married just like out of nowhere. But I mean, that's also how Lotta just kind of flows, like quiet and yeah. So congratulations to her, and also getting a new scar on her head. Like
at this point, I think Lotta's just like, right, how many scars can I add a season? I think that
45.
one that she's doing is a reoccurring scar. She keeps busting that reoccurring scar open.
Oof. And it gets bigger and bigger each time.
There's Ona. Right.
I saw Ona peeking out there at one point when they were going in before kickoff.
Unfortunately, folks, I'm going to have to love yous and leave yous. I am off to support Mel.
Good old Mel.
To obviously anyone wondering who Mel is, she is a panel member who plays for Elgin City. We this season have decided we are going to sponsor her away shirt, so of course some of us need to go and support her to make sure that she wins the league this season. She's just been newly promoted, so myself and James are obviously going to go and support her at our game kicks off at 2:15. So yeah, obviously we won't be covering the second half. We're going to head off.
You can pop over to the Mr. Arsenal podcast. I'll be switching over there, joining Ryan.
Then we looked horrible in that half. I don't think we looked horrible. I think we're finding spaces. And as I says, Paris are very defensively good. They're a very good side. I don't think we did horrible. It'd be interesting to see in the second half if you bring on Alyssa Rousseau or Stina Blackstenius how that link up works.
Do you want me to message you and keep you updated of the score?
I'll have it on my phone. I will have it on. I'll be keeping an eye on the second half. I may have it on.
I can always describe it to you, saying, if we can see there was a jumbled mess thrown in there, and this is what happened, or great crossing from overlapping ones.
I'll have it on until Mel's game obviously kicks off. So I will be keeping an eye on it. But I do appreciate obviously everybody coming in and joining us on this wonderful day. It's nice to have the Arsenal back.
Very much.
Yeah. And before I obviously go, please make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you follow us on all our socials, on our Twitter, on our Instagram, and on our TikTok, since we've got that back up and running again since it was down for a bit. So have a nice day, folks. And hopefully we'll see you. I think we're going to be doing a show tomorrow. We're going to be obviously reviewing this one. So that'll be up and running 7 p.m. tomorrow. And enjoy the rest of your day, folks. And thank you very much, Catherine, for joining me.
It's been fun.
Hopefully there's goals in the second half.
I'll go jump onto Ryan's channel and see what's going on there. And I'll also be doing a good old coverage of the start of the Dutch Grand Prix. So you'll get some Formula One in there as well.
You enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll see you
too.
soon, folks. And all that's left to say is, come on, you Gunners.